Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our queens and all our kings in the house here on Meeting and also on the varied YouTube platform. I really appreciate it. Thank you all very much for joining us on this another episode of Deep Dive Globally Changing Lives. And that is what it's all about, changing lives, hopefully for the better. And that is why we are going to start our program with In It to Win It. Because in everything in life, you have to be in it to win it. And so we we are blessed for many years now with this song gifted to us from Queen Lerato Shadari, a well-renowned, known singing, recording artist. And we are going to play that song to commence our webinar. In it to win it. Queen Lerato Shadari.
We are clear of the closing doors, please.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate. Really do appreciate. Thank you very much, Queen Loretta Shadari. Really appreciate. All right, moving right along. As you know, we are advocates for the mindset because I believe and my wife believe that the mindset is very important to everyone in life, not just persons who are going into business or want to be business owners. No, every person on the planet, the mindset affects everyone. And so, whether you are a plumber, or you are a baby, or you are a child, or you are a young person, or you are an adult, whether you are male, female, black, white, pink, blue, polka dot, or stripe, it doesn't matter. The mindset is the one thing that every person have, the mindset. And so the person that will talk to us about the mindset, she's an international inspirational speaker. Of course, she's an entrepreneur with one of the oldest business on the planet. She's a talk show host and, of course, a grandmother of 9 and 1 to come. And so this evening, she'll be speaking on products made with chemicals that cause cancer. Queen naturopathic doctor
Here we go.
Jacqueline Warner in the
Hi, good
church.
evening. Good evening to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Dr. Derek, for that introduction. And also, thank you for this amazing platform where we are empowered, we learn and we grow, and we get our mindset in condition, I will say. So, thanks again. We appreciate you so much. And yes, tonight we're going to be talking about those products, the hidden dangers in the everyday products that may increase the cancer risk, and what we can do about it. We talked about it last week, but my mic, I had some technical difficulties and I didn't know how to fix it myself till I just had to go back and take my time and do it. Anyway, of course, we know most of us try to live healthy lives and we drink our water, we eat better, we exercise, and we pray. But yet, many people don't realize that some of the very products we use every day in our homes, on our bodies, and in our cars may contain chemicals linked to cancer and hormone disruption and also chronic disease. Now, these dangers are often invisible. They don't show up and say, "Hi, here I am." They don't come with warning bells either. And they come wrapped in convenience, fashion, and modern living. And tonight, I'm going to shine the light on what is hidden or what is hiding in plain sight and how we can take our power back. And that's what it's all about. We being in charge and empowered to make the right decisions or make the right choices in the things that we purchase and things that we put on our body. I mean, we purchase everything, but the things that we use and we buy. Now, furniture, people say furniture, yes, they also are made and home items. And that consider, when we say furniture, that consists like couches, mattresses, carpets. Often they are treated with flame retardants like PBDEs. Okay, that, and then we got that pressed wood furniture that's not completely wood. It's broken down with different chemicals to, how you say, duplicate or manipulate or look like wood when it's not. If water touch it, it swells automatically. And that's the formaldehyde. That's the chemical that the pressed wood furniture is made with. And the vinyl flooring, and shower curtains. We got to be so careful, you know, and that's the phthalates. Okay, then we got the air fresheners and the scented candles that everybody likes. They smell great, but they're synthetic fragrances and they're full of the VOCs. Okay, then we think our clothing is safe. Our shoes are safe and our accessories. Sometimes we could go, especially for ladies, we go and we see shoes, oh my God, on sale for $10. But just remember to turn to the back to the sole, and you will see the little symbol saying made with chemicals that can cause cancer or reproductive issues. Okay. Like non-wrinkle, we love those clothes that's non-wrinkled, stain resistant. Well, there's a chemical in there that's helping it to be stain resistant and for it not to wrinkle. And those are the PFAS, the FAS, forever, consider forever chemicals. And then we got that cheap synthetic clothing, polyester, nylon, treated with dyes and finishes. We have shoes made with chemical glues and foams, sunglasses and plastic frames, BPA and other plastics. Then we got our personal care products, lotion, perfumes, deodorants, full of parabens and that same phthalates. Okay. And then we have hair relaxers and dyes, nail polish and removers, sunscreen with oxybenzone. We have kitchen and food contact items like non-stick cookware, no good. Plastic containers and bottles with those BPA and BPS. Also, we have the can lining. That's with chemicals. Microwavable plastics. That again is chemical. Cleaning products, bleach-based sprays. People like to use those sprays to get the molds or out of the bathroom in the grounds. But it's chemical. You inhale it, it gets into your membranes. Okay, disinfectants, laundry detergent, and synthetic fragrances. I don't want to name them, but I think I did last week. And your Tide, Gain, Arm and Hammer, and probably some more. And these chemicals have been associated in studies with increased cancer risks. You get hormone dysfunction, fertility problems, immune system suppression, and developmental issues in children. And what can we do about it? We don't need perfection for sure. And we just need progress and awareness. Basically, that's it. And here are the powerful steps anyone can take. You can choose safer materials, you know, glass or stainless steel instead of plastic, solid wood or metal furniture, organic cotton or bamboo fabrics. You have linen, okay? And then you got to read your labels, and that's a big thing for some people, And then, of course, there's some people that cannot read. So that's a problem right there for them. But there's always a solution to a problem. If you cannot read, you can get Google to read it for you. Or you can buy the app, you can download the app that will tell you if it's good or not. And so there's always a solution. And then you have the avoid products like listing like fragrance. What fragrance is in there? It doesn't even particularly say what type of fragrance or what kind of fragrance. All we see label is fragrance. The parabens, if you see that, avoid products that's listed that have parabens in it. And the formaldehyde, don't buy it. And the formaldehyde, do not buy it. If you see the PFAS on it on the label, do not buy it because they're going to abbreviate it. And sometimes they don't want to abbreviate it. They spell it out, and then you get confused. Okay, and the BPA, and usually the product will say no BPA or whatever on it. Some water bottles might say it, and some water bottles don't even mention it. They don't even talk about it. But we, the one, have to be aware. Improve indoor air. Open your windows daily. Use house plants. There's house plants that cleanse the air in the house. And those are the things we want. Avoid synthetic air fresheners. Wash your new clothes before wearing. Cook with cast iron, stainless steel, or ceramic pots. Simplify your personal care. Use fewer products and choose cleaner brands when possible. There's good and bad in everything, like our Heavenly Father stated in His good old word. But we have the choice. We can make the choice. We can choose the cleaner, we can choose the good and leave the bad. Simple as that. No, can't put it more simpler than that. And then you got to support your body's natural detox. You got to drink clean water, and not any water. And we talk about getting the strips and testing your waters. Whatever water you drink, you could buy several and test several of them, starting from your home. And we already know that tap water is the worst water, or the most dangerous water to even intake into your body. Now eat leafy greens and garlic and turmeric and berries. Those are the things that's healthy. Those are the things that's going to detox our bodies naturally. And then we have to sweat regularly. That means you need to exercise. You need to do something that's going to take some kind of action or movement that will make you sweat. And get quality sleep. That's very important. Okay. And how we protect ourselves and our families. Protection starts with knowledge, then comes intention, of course, and then comes action. All right. So we teach our children. We make better choices when we shop. We stop normalizing toxic living, because that's what happens. We get comfortable with toxic food, toxic air, toxic products. We get real comfortable, and we cannot actually realize what is good from bad. Because if you don't do something, you don't eat something that's good, or choose something that is good, you will never know that it is good, and you will continue using bad, and thinking it's okay. That's a deceit. That's deceiving oneself completely. You don't have to change everything overnight. Number one, you could start with one room, one product, one habit. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, like it's magic. No, it takes time, because you got to process it first, and then start working towards it, planning and preparing how you're going to go about it. You just don't jump into it. We don't have to change everything overnight. Just remember that. We just got to take small steps and create lasting transformation. And to summarize this, many everyday products that we use, from furniture to clothing to cosmetics, may contain chemicals linked to cancer and chronic illness. These toxins enter our bodies, okay, through air, through skin, and food. And while we cannot control everything, we can reduce at least the exposure by choosing safer materials, reading our labels, improving air quality, simplifying the products, and supporting our body's natural defenses. And all those things sound very simple, but yet at times they seem difficult. Is it because we don't want to change, or that we just like our comfort zone so much that it's okay? So awareness is empowerment. And in conclusion, health is not accidental, it's intentional. Every choice we make, it's either going to move us closer to healing or closer to harm. So we live in a world where convenience often comes at a cost, and it does. You can see it every day. You know, what we are not, but we are not powerless because God has given us dominion. He has given us power, and we need to use it. Okay? So I thank you so much. We need to reclaim when we become conscious consumers, then we protect our home. And when we honor our bodies, we reclaim control over our future. So I thank you so much for your listening ear. I hope this information will rest deeply on your hearts and also your mind and help, in other words, in helping you to make better choices, the products that we use that may contain cause cancer to our very well being. So thanks again. Thank you, Dr. Derek. Back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. Really
Thank you, sir.
appreciate. Really appreciate. And we're just getting comments and feedback on the varied YouTube platforms. Thanks to Queen Jacqueline Warner. All right. Any question or comment on the meeting platform here? Anyone want to comment?
Hello, Dr. Derek.
All right. Go ahead, Queen Dr. Nadu.
Okay. Thank you, our sister, Dr. Jackie.
Oh, thank
You
you,
are
Queen.
bringing such information that the invitation you sent tonight, like, don't sit and watch. You are a nice spectator. You are living that thing. Try, at least try. I'm wondering why we have a quality service and expectation. We have so many divisions that are taking care of anything that we're supposed to use. And we still are like 90 or 95%
Wow.
into the bad stuff. I don't know. Even if the prescription, something is wrong with that.
Definitely.
The food, the clothes, the glass, eyewear, everything. Since 3 months, I'm struggling with my eyeglasses, and I'm
Oh, no.
calling that, no, that's not my first time, so I'm not feeling okay. And nobody's there to give me answer. So I had to reduce my eyeglasses use.
Wow.
Can you believe that? So thank you for being here and being true to yourself. You want to do it? Good. If you cannot do it, at least you know it's not good. But do something about it before uh, it get really, really bad. The
Wow.
air we are breathing is not. What can we do? It is such um, a nightmare. Nightmare. I don't know. You have to be in certain situation to know that whatever you are saying is real.
Nice.
You don't know, and somebody is presenting himself or herself as a specialist, and is still putting you on the wrong path. So
Mm-mm-mm.
what are we doing? What are we doing is, I don't know. Only God, everybody knows, the unbeliever too, they call God when they are overwhelmed. Only God can help. So thank you for bringing new stuff in, because for a while, when I'm looking at some stuff, I'm like, I was deep in without knowing. Yeah.
Wow.
We still buying those food, the fruits when you go to the store and it looking very nice. You say, oh, that's the best.
Hmm.
The leaves are very green, and you think you are in how we call it again? We are eating bio. And what are they using to grow that food that they are telling us that is natural? 2 weeks ago, I bought a fish, and I'm like, what type of fish is this?
Hmm. Wow.
I cannot eat it.
Oh,
And nobody else, I thought I was the alone. Nobody else in the house can eat it. I'm like, okay, now I know. Next time I won't buy that. You gotta chew. Who gotta chew fish?
hmm.
No, no. But it's not like I bought it in the pieces. I bought the whole fish and I caught it.
Wow.
So thanks again. I'm not going to do another uh, conference, and I'm telling you, we are deep in. Yeah,
Oh. Hmm.
yeah. Even the cancer, we see like a lot of young people are dying from cancer. Where this is coming from, we
Where
don't
is
know.
it coming from? The food.
Yeah, we don't know, but it's there. It's there. We just need to pay attention and do a little that we can do to save ourselves and save others. Thank you.
You're welcome, Queen Adu. I mean, it's a big challenge. I'm not gonna say it's an easy challenge. It's a big challenge, but it's something that we have to do for our life. For longevity, to not be sick, and then we knew we could have had avoided it. That's the next issue. You don't want to lay in your hospital bed or your bed heard that before, but I didn't take it in. And you lay there with regret, and that's something you don't want to be. Know that the information was there, but I didn't. Even if I say it, it's not for you to go and do it, but at least do research, find out what parabons are, because these things been around long time. They just didn't start today, you know. And I was aware because I was into that stuff, and what toothpaste to use. I knew what well, cream, you could try to pick the best cream or whatever. To me, olive oil or coconut oil or a waste of money. And even if it say the parabens are not in there, they take something out, but they have to put something in. So there is a replacement. And it's a lot of a reading on that label. And if it don't say 7 ingredients, leave it on the shelf. And 7 ingredients that you know and you can pronounce. Simple: butter, egg, milk, whatever. We have to take care of our health. Too many people are dying every second. I can't even, sometimes in a day, oh my God, I probably can't even count how many, because you have to say globally. You can't look at one particular place, and it's in the food, it's in the air, it's in the people love scented candles. or they like putting what you call it, softener in their clothes. They put the boost. They buy the Downy booster and they put it in there for all this added scent, and it's overwhelming. You know, when I go to my daughter's home and they use that stuff, I said that is just a little too much, y'all. It's not good.
And you
And
don't have
so,
to press it. It's instant. After 15 minutes or 10 minutes, you just pop off. Poof.
and then you're putting on perfume, you're putting on deodorant. All of these got their
Mm-mm.
own fragrances. You don't need anything with
Nonsense. Mm.
fragrances. You just need your natural body odor. So they get stuff that doesn't have any fragrance in it. You don't need it. Didn't you buy your $100 or $50 perfume and you still want those things? No, it's killing us.
Yeah. I'm telling you, last year, I think when Dr. Derek was talking about the farmers, that on the road, he just go to he goes to the farmer, get his stuff. I make my
You
family drive more than hour to a farm.
You
Guess what
still
we
gotta ask
found?
question, Queen Nadu. You go to the farmer. I go to the farmer. I said, is your
So,
watermelon seedless? Does it
no,
have
it's not
seed?
that.
No.
No, I love sweet peppers. So when we get to the farm, I run to where is the tomatoes, and I noticed something, that the green one is not the one that turn red. So the
Wow.
green one is only green, the red one is red, the yellow one is yellow, and the
Yeah.
orange one is orange. I'm like, my goodness. But I didn't tell anybody that I was disappointed.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the one pushing everybody. Now I'm going to tell them that I'm disappointed.
Let me tell you, you probably have to do a little garden at home, buy a little area, a little tub, fill it with soil, and try to grow some of your herbs. I mean, I know some people don't have that
Yeah, not easy in New
option.
York.
Lord have mercy. But maybe you have a friend that have a home, and you can. Sometimes we're gonna have to learn how to work together.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
we are already so divided, but we have to learn that we can work together. There is a solution. Every problem has a solution. You think God didn't, and had issues when He was creating things? Yes, but He had a solution to it all. So there's a solution to everything. I guarantee you. Even if you have to ask a friend, hey, let's get together and make a garden. Or sometime in the community, if there's a vacant lot, you can go to the government or your congresswoman or whoever the person is for that particular region, and ask them if we can use the vacant lot, and we're going to use it as a community thing where you can share it with everyone. And that's one way of starting your non-chemical vegetable garden, with no pesticide and herbicides and all that good stuff. There's things you can use to keep the bugs away naturally. So I think that's it, Dr. Derek.
All right, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, it is. It is very important, and you're not going to you're not going to be able to get everything right one time. Um, you just have to incorporate it in your life, piece by piece, one by one.
Yeah.
And when it becomes a lifestyle, then it's no sweat. Just like how brushing teeth with toothpaste. You go to the store, get a toothpaste, and you squeeze it and you brush your teeth. Right? Now, same thing. You just go to the store, get some baking soda, dip your toothbrush in the baking soda, brush your teeth. it's, it's not it's not rocket
Simple.
science, you know. It's not rocket science, really and truly. It's not rocket science.
And you can
Um,
add an essential oil to it, which I
right,
do. I add peppermint
right,
and
right.
brush away.
You go to the store, you buy your apple juice, you buy your grape juice, you buy your 100% whatever juice. Go
Not
to the store,
concentrated.
go to the store, don't cut your eye past the juice them and buy a little more water. When you're thirsty, don't drink the juice, drink the water. Well, you see, if it's not in the house, you're not going to use it.
Yeah.
It's simple. So make your decision in the supermarket. That's where you make your decision. Okay. Um, I just go in my fridge, what was way back in 98. I just go into my fridge and I just
Mm.
and I take out everything
Mm.
and throw it in the garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear some people, all right, let me finish eat this, let me finish eat that. When it done, me not going to buy anymore. And by the time you finish eat it, you go to the supermarket and you buy more. That way it don't work. It doesn't work, right? You have to shock yourself
Nonsense.
sometime,
Yep.
right? You have to shock yourself. I mean, with what you're doing. So I just move everything out of the fridge, out of the cupboard, etc. And we just do something else. You have to replace it, right? Take out all of the chips and the cheese tricks and the uh, banana chips and the potato chips and the,
Hmm.
those things not in my house. No, no, you know, and all those snack items. No. So therefore, there's no way to snack. You see the point? If you don't have it,
You will
you're
eat
not
it.
going to use it. So if I don't have banana chips and I just eat 30 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago, and when me look up, me see some banana chips on the table, I'm going to eat it. Because I feel a little, could I eat something? And instead of me just go drink water, which that's what the body want, you know, me see the banana chips over there. So, yeah, or the Shirley biscuit, or the or the Oreo, or the
Mm-mm.
Oreo. Me
No
see it
good.
over there. So, me take up the Oreo and eat, you know. And then by the time I done eat that, the whole heap of sugar, I'm going to want to drink something. And when I go in the fridge, I see apple juice. So I'm going to drink the apple juice. I'm not going to drink water. No, I'm not going to drink water. I'm going to drink apple juice. Or if I see the soda, the Schweppes, or the Sprite, or whatever it is, I'm going to drink it because it's right there. I don't have to go down the store or anything. It's right there. So I'm going to drink it. And then by the time me blink or look around 2 times, me feel hungry again, so to speak. And instead of me drink water, no, me repeat the process again. Like a ginger snap biscuit, or two slices of bread with some PBJ or something, because me hungry or me feel for something to eat. And instead of me drink water,
Hmm.
and we don't reach 2 hours yet, we don't reach 2 hours yet. So by the time you reach lunchtime, your belly don't get no rest. No rest. And so problems, belly cramp, constipation, and all sort of things. Because the belly don't get time to do what it's supposed to do. Because
Insulin
listen, the belly can
resistant.
only do one thing at a time, you know. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the belly can only do one thing at a time. So if it's receiving, it is going to stop what it is doing and receive. You stop eating, the receptacle close, and then the digestion start.
Mm-hmm.
So if 15, 20 minutes into that digestion,
You're again.
and you start to eat like a banana chips or Shirley biscuit or tambourine or an apple or whatever it is, as good as the apple is, your stomach going to stop digesting because something is coming down
Coming in.
to receive. So the belly, the stomach, going to stop digesting and open to receive. So that food did not finish digest. Okay? And then when this food come down and come in, it start digesting again. Mainly on the one just come down. So it kind of push that one side,
Oh, wow.
and that is how more bacteria and worm and all
Right.
these things come into play because you know, and especially if you eat flesh, that even worse. You know, I remember in Jamaica. I remember in Jamaica. This was some of the ways I stopped eating flesh. I remember in Jamaica when a dog dead, rubbish garbage man not taking it up, the neighbor not taking it up, the nobody not taking it up. It just stay there on the road
Rotten.
and it rotten right down and oh my goodness, you have to
What a
walk
smell.
around the road because you cannot manage that smell until
Mm.
somebody throw two tire over it and burn it.
Mm.
Okay, that's mostly how they get rid of dead dog on the road. Car lick it down or whatever, wherever it go. And you know, and that smell, the
Mm.
same smell in your belly. So a
Mm.
lot of times people have bad breath. It's not because of your teeth. Let me say that again.
It's your
A lot
stomach.
of times when people have bad breath, is not due to rotten teeth or bad mouth or whatever you. Is that smell coming
Mm.
all the way from your stomach
Lord have
because
mercy.
that food, especially flesh, don't digest properly,
Mm-mm-mm.
comes up. So no matter how much Colgate, Winter Fresh, chewing gum, Wrigley's, uh, Aqua Fresh, Listerine, no matter how much you use, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. So all of these things, you know, you just have to take your time and live a lifestyle. Change the lifestyle. And when it comes on to food, the best time to change the lifestyle is when you're in the supermarket purchasing, when you're in the shop, the store purchasing. That is when you make the decision. That's when you make the decision. Thank you very much, Queen um, Jacqueline Warner.
Thank you,
Awesome,
sir.
awesome, 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 awesome. All right. Anyway, hey,
Mhm.
just going to do a little bit
So,
on the self-actualization. It is part 4, self-actualization, as we know, right? Um, and so let me, oops, okay. Let me share my screen, Windows, and that would be this one. Okay, so, all right. So, self-actualization part 4, right? As we remember last week, the foundation was physiologically needs, which is the basic, the food, the water, the warmth, the rest, safety needs, security, um, the belonging and love needs, intimate relationships, friends, companion, the esteem needs, the prestige, you know, um, and that's why people try to better themselves, go to school, etc., etc., right? Prestige, and feeling of accomplishment that you did so and so, you at least completed high school or whatever you know. Self-actualization is achieving one's full potential, including creative activities, right? So that is the full actualization. So let us look at part 4. As we remember, self-actualization is the physiological process of realizing one's full potential, creativity, and talents, representing the highest level of personal growth in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It involves becoming one's authentic self, characterized by self awareness, autonomy, and a drive to achieve, rather than being driven by external rewards. So, in other words, whether you get a reward or you don't get a reward, you are driven, you are self driven. You are driven not by the rewards you're getting, not by the prize, not by the piece of paper. No, it's just that you want the knowledge, and knowledge is good. So the physio- physio- physiological need are biological requirements for human survival. Example, the air, food, drink, shelter, clothing, sleep, and homeostasis. Now, these are just basic needs, and that is why it is the foundation. Now, it is hard, or it's going to be next to difficult, or almost impossible to work towards getting a diploma or getting your GED or getting whatever you're trying to get if your basic needs are not met. So, if you cannot find food to eat and something to drink and somewhere to shelter, it's going to be next to difficult to study. It's going to next to be difficult to do homework. It is going to be difficult, right? Not impossible, but very, very difficult. And that is what self actualization is bringing out. So, our most basic needs is for physical survival. And this will be the first thing that motivates our behavior. Once that level is fulfilled, the next level up is what motivates us, and so on, and so on, and so on. All right. So you are ensuring that you take care of your physiological needs first and foremost. The human body cannot function optimally if physical physiological needs are not satisfied. So you might be able to, but it not, as I said, it's not impossible, but it's a little more challenging and difficult. Maslow considered physiological need the most important, as all the other needs become secondary until these needs are met. Once an individual physiological needs are satisfied, the need for security and safety becomes salient. Safety, that's the next round up. Safety needs involve predictability, order, and control. And that is what you have in a home, right? That's what you have in a home. These includes job security, health, financial security, and freedom from harm, right? When your health is not good, as over and over, Queen Jacqueline Warner has been telling us, it is difficult, right? It is difficult. It's going to be challenging to want to study or to want to, when you have health challenges, real health challenges, all right? It's hard to have the peace of mind to do something else. But your time is consumed mostly with your health. Safety needs can be fulfilled by the family and societal structures such as law enforcement and medical care. So, after physiological and safety needs have been fulfilled, the third level up of human needs is social and involves feeling of belongingness. Love and belongingness reflects the human need for social connection, including friendship, family, and romantic relationships. A sense of belonging and acceptance is essential for psychological well being and can even override safety needs in some cases. But really and truly, when you belong somewhere, the safety, you feel safe automatically, right? When you are living with someone, you feel more safer automatically than when you don't live with someone. Okay? And so these needs become very important. Examples of belongingness needs includes friendship, family, intimacy, trust, acceptance, receiving and giving affection and love. And that is why most people that live alone, what they do? They go get a dog. because it's not good to be alone. You get a cat, you get some pet, okay? Because you can't bother with the headache of a human to human relationship sometimes. But the body yearns for friendship. This need is especially strong in childhood and can override the need for safety, as witnessed in children who cling to abusive parents. So even though they are abused, and that is also in relationships, right? Even though the female is being abused or the male is being abused in some cases, right? They still stay. even though their safety is impaired, they still stay because you know, the friendship and the intimacy overrides their safety. So esteem needs include self-respect, achievement, and recognition from others. Maslow classified esteem needs into two categories. One, esteem for oneself, which is dignity, achievement, mastery, independence. And independence don't mean that you are alone, right? And two, the desire for reputation or respect from others. Example, status, recognition, and prestige. Win an award, or you got your certificate in this or your certificate in that, etc., etc. Esteem is a typical human desire to be accepted and valued by others. People often engage in a profession or hobby to gain recognition, which gives them a sense of contribution or value. Low self esteem or an inferiority complex may result from imbalances during this level in the hierarchy. Maslow indicates that the need for respect or reputation is most important for children and adolescents and precedes real self esteem or dignity. Number five and last, self actualization need is the pursuit of realizing one's full potential through personal growth, creativity, or achieving meaningful goals. Maslow described it as the desire to become everything one is capable of becoming. This level of need refers to what a person's full potential is and the realization of that potential. This need manifests uniquely in each person. For one, it might involve becoming an ideal parent. For another, it may be fulfilled through work, artistic expression, or invention. It reflects a commitment to authenticity and the pursuit of purpose. So, although Maslow did not believe that many of us could achieve true self actualization, he did believe that all of us experience transitory moments known as peak experience of self actualization. Such moments associated with personally significant events such as childbirth, sporting achievement, and examination success are difficult to achieve and maintain consistently. So, let us recognize that self actualization is very important. It helps us to recognize our value that we have and express that value at all times. I thank you very much. I do hope and trust that we learn something. from that presentation. So, any questions or comment? All right, wonderful. Oh, go ahead, Queen Jacqueline Warner.
I just want to say, Dr. Derek, that's an amazing topic. You know, sometimes we have overlooked a lot of things because we actually never actually pay attention to our needs that needs to be fulfilled for us to move to the next level. And I can remember in my younger years when I was in New York City. I didn't even, and you're right, I couldn't function. I didn't have a place of my own. I had to ask someone to if I could stay with them, and I didn't had a job, and without those things, I didn't feel safe. You know, um, I didn't have my own money to eat food or to purchase food, so I can actually relate when those needs right there are not being met. You're not functioning, to tell you the truth. You almost like you're just existing. And of course there is a solution, but I didn't know of the solution. I didn't know even which way to turn, and I was totally at the mercy of someone else because I didn't even know what to do. So um, those needs are so important. And thank God my needs are now met, and I can move on to different levels and experience self-actualization by reaching for what I dream, or my purposes or my goals. So um, thank God. But those needs must be fulfilled in order for us to move to the next level. So thank you so much, Dr. Derek, because that is really something we all need to
Mm.
understand, you know. So thanks. We appreciate you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. And
You're
at
welcome.
this time, we're just going to ask you to give your
Do the
closing
closing one time.
comment.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, like Dr. Derek said, it's not easy and it is a challenge, but you take one step at a time. Just think of a baby when it first start to walk or even crawl. Everything it's doing is it's repeating and repeating it until they get it right. And they're not perfect in doing it. It even makes us laugh, and we'll encourage them. Get up and try again, try again. Well, the same thing. And when we have to choose, when we go into that supermarket, like Dr. Derek said, make that choice in the supermarket. Sometimes I walk around, and because I know the things are not good, I be just like, oh my God, this place is just full of toxic. And after a while, you're going to see it just that way. Because when you make those changes, sometimes you're going to say, like, what am I going to eat? There is something for you to eat, but because you can't eat the stuff that you was eating before, which were toxic. So you got to say, you know what I'm going to eat? I'm going to eat something that's going to be nutritious to my body. Answer yourself. You ask yourself the question, you might as well answer yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to get something healthy. That's it. Even if it's a fruit or a vegetable, or just try to stay away from these things that's causing problems in your fatty liver, and hormones problems and stuff like that, and that's all going on inside. And our poor kidney, that's the one that's doing all the work, and once that one is like finished, then we're finished. We're almost finished, you know and we don't want to be on that. We don't want to go there. We don't want to even be there. So God said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And that's in Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. But you know what? What happens? Even though if you do nothing, when you hear this information, the fact that you heard it, that already is a conviction upon oneself. Because when you go in that supermarket and you pick up the wrong thing and you say to yourself, I know this stuff ain't no good. Let me not that you don't know it's no good. Let me read my label. Let me see what this stuff has in it. And then you got to know about the things that is harmful. Use AI as your advantage. There's good and bad in everything. Don't just, say, I ain't going to use AI. No, use it. Ask it questions. It's going to give you, they already program it with everything already. So it's not going to tell you any lie. And even if you think it's a lie, get a second opinion. Just like when you go to the doctor and he said you're diagnosed with this, you say, you know what, doc, I'm going to go get a second opinion. And even if you don't tell him, your best bet is to get a second opinion. Don't never take anyone at their word. The only person you could take as his word is our Heavenly Father. That's it. You can't, God say, trust no man. Okay? But today we can choose knowledge and we can choose wisdom and we can choose life. It said, beloved, I wish I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health. And that's 3 John chapter 1, verse 2. Just to think of it, that God was interested in our health. He wants us to be healthy. And that's why he said the herbs is for the healing of the nation. Yeah, we might not can't put our hands on everything, but let me tell you, you can get it if you want it. I guarantee you. Okay? And save your money so you can, when you get sick, that you can make your own choice of where you go to get your healing. It doesn't have to be the emergency room and it doesn't have to be the hospital unless it's life threatening and then you have no choice. But if you're good and you're able and you feel like something, well, let me go to a holistic doctor, not only a medical doctor. And I did some webinars way back about that, about a holistic doctor and a medical doctor. You need them both. One is not better than the other because the medical doctor actually is just doing what he is told to do and what he studied to do. And you can't blame him for what he don't do because he wasn't trained that way, So God desires our health and he calls us to be good stewards of the body that he gave unto us, that he loaned. It's a loan. Because when this body is finished, it is finished. We get a new body, and that don't mean because I'm going to get a new body, I'm going to just abuse this body and I ain't got to worry about a thing. You don't know how your going out is going to be. Is it going to be more suffering? Or is I just going to have a good night rest and just go to sleep and peacefully? That's how you want to go. You want to go in peace with a smile on your face. Some people die with a smile on their face. Then you know that whatever they saw, whatever they encountered, they was well pleased. Okay? So let this be your wake-up call. All right? And not a fear, but a faith message. All right? So start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Your body is your temple. Your home is your sanctuary. And your choices matter. So choose life. Choose health. Choose awareness. And your word protected. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, enjoy the rest of the webinar. Thank you, Dr. Derek. And thanks to all of my supporters, my members, my friends, and family. Thank you.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you
Welcome.
very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner.
You're welcome, sir.
Self-actualization can be attained, can be reached. We just need to satisfy the basic first, satisfy the next level. Just satisfy each levels. And soon and very soon, your self-actualization will be realized. I do hope that we learn something and we put what we learn into action, because that's where it counts. Having the knowledge without action is not wisdom. Wisdom is gaining the knowledge and putting it in action. That's wisdom. So let us be wise and have we get the knowledge and let us put it into action. Thank you all very much for making it deep dive, globally changing lives. And for those on the varied YouTube platform and those who are here on the meeting platform, thank you all very much. Do enjoy your weekend. Come tomorrow will be One Global Movement, which is, no, sorry, it's a recording tomorrow. The live is on Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And come Sunday, Dream Team at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, Monday, Mindset Monday, Queen Miriam. And Tuesday and Thursday, it will be Deep Dive, Globally Changing Life. Thursday morning, it's O Passion Global, Singapore and Malaysia. That's 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy your weekend, especially those on the YouTube. We will be doing a little after party as usual. And so we thank you all for joining us. You take care. Peace, blessings, and enough love. And you have yourself a wonderful, joyous weekend.